Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter one of the new year. We'll be back. Shift together here from the D-line. They'll run for it. This is White. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. James White, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Pats have taken the early lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Fielded about a yard deep. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Again, it's Mixon. A big hit. Knocked down sideways. Right there around the 35-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. The toss play to Mixon. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers that can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. He finds Ross right side. It's complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
An update from that game going on in the Meadowlands. The Jets out to the early lead. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. On third down, Wilson. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's fourth down. Here's Ryan Quigley now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. So the Patriots coming out now. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Dance class, anyone? Did you see the steps between the quarterback and the running
That's
back
what you
on
need
that
for a good
play?
counter.
You have to have it because you're setting up your blocking. There's a timing element as well, but they have to marry up their steps. Otherwise, that timing gets thrown out the window.
Timing was great there. In a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You gonna let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Now Wilson on first down. Over the middle, that's caught by Ross. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They go play action here on first down. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. They'll run here with Mixon. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. Now pickup of 7 there, but they'll still have 12 yards to go on 3rd down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. Derek Rivers in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long. Here's Ryan Quigley now as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Patriots take over. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. On first down, Brady. This is White on the screen. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
Give him 30 yards there.
I've got to make sure that I don't take Tom Brady's greatness for granted, that we make it routine. How about that throw right there?
Yeah.
Another great completion.
And you know one area where he honed his throwing? He was a catcher in high school. He was actually drafted by the Expos in 1995 in the 18th round.
Wow, that would have been something to see him behind the dish.
Think he gunned down a few guys?
Gunned down a few guys trying to steal second. That would have been fun to watch.
He sets to fight. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Mixon gets the nod to start the drive. And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They get a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. And the Bengals on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Wilson. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. Derek Rivers in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. Returnable here from the 38. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Patriots will have great starting position as they take over 1st and 10. Second quarter in Cleveland, and it's the Browns out to the early advantage. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. Now a carry for White. And he's brought down. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of football for a first down. Throwing on first down is Brady. Going underneath for Lewis. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Give him 8 on the play, and it's a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. To throw on 3rd down. Brady. This is caught. It's Cooks. That one goes for 24 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And if you're the defense and those D tackles, you like that they're trying to run the football here against your 4-3, don't you?
Yeah, because they tend to eat things up because they are so strong and physical, and especially when they play with leverage where they get lower than the offensive linemen and control them. And what I love about the good defensive tackles, they can play over the guards, they can slide and play over the center. Nobody in the offense likes that day when they have to deal with those guys.
Now Brady throwing on 2nd down. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle 3rd of the field where he threw that one. To throw is Brady. Hard throw, incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
And Catanzaro's kick is right through, and the lead moves to 10-zip. So it goes down as an 8-play drive, and they cap it with the field goal.
Yeah, they were able to pick up a few first downs along the way, but they couldn't keep the momentum going all the way into the end zone.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
Voids the target, and he has it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A very solid gain of 27. Two minutes to play here in the first half. Back to Foxborough after this. Stepping up, he'll try and run. No gain there as he kept it himself. It's second down. Now Wilson on second down. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. And Eifert has it. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. It's a gain of 5. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, so close to an interception. Read that beautifully. Got his hands on it. Couldn't get it. And it's second down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Gun. Here's Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Second quarter in Cleveland. And the Steelers there out to an early lead. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. Point after now from Catanzaro. He's got it, and it's 17-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The drive will commence with a run by Mixon. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Second down, offense behind the sticks here. 2nd and 13. From the shotgun, Wilson going deep downfield for Ross. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him, they've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Fights through at the 5. And he'll take this all the way down to the 15-yard line. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend, as we send you down to Orlando, where we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Larry. Around the NFL, they're in the second quarter at Lambeau, and it's the Bears who are off to the early lead. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And now out come the Patriots. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Right. Inside right here. Inside over right. 20. Start fast.
Brady gives this one to Lewis. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
7 yards to go on second down. Brady to throw on second down. To the right side, complete to Taylor. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer. Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point you've got to win at the point of attack, and on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
Now Brady. Letting one go deep for the... And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
On second down, here's Wilson. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Derek Rivers in there to get him his second sack now in the afternoon.
That's his second sack of the game. The best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Third and long, it's Wilson. He's going to let this one go deep. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a fourth down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Now the Patriots gearing up to go now. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Again, it's Lewis. And he is going to lose yardage here. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
New England on third down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Wait 20! Wait 20!
shotgun now for Brady. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
I think it's pretty safe to say that when you're up 3 touchdowns, the last thing you want to do is hang one up there and put it in jeopardy and possibly get it intercepted. Get a nice lead. You should be able to protect it. But if you get careless with the football, look out.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Now it's Lockett. Shedding the tackle. He had one man to beat. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position. The Bengals getting set to go. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. Second down to the offense, needing 5 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down at the 28. It goes as a gain of 8 and moves the chains.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
They go play action now. Wilson under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
19.
On second down, Wilson. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Here's Wilson throwing on 3rd and long. Looking for his tight end, Eifert, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They're excited about where they are in this game.
Wait 20. Let's go. Let's go. Wait 20.
So after the INT, it's Brady. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Well, they've done a good job on these receivers, pretty much held them in check. They're a little too close for comfort.
And you're always looking for a play to get you going, right? You're looking for someone to make one. But maybe this penalty, this pass interference call, that can help shake them loose.
Wait 20. Wait 20.
They run. This is Lewis. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold them to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. And ready now for 2nd and 9.
Wait 20.
Now Brady. Caught right side. It's Lewis. Lewis has the first down and then some. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Here's Brady to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. So we just witnessed touchdown number 1 for the Rook, and certainly that's a football he's going to want for the trophy case.
Yeah, this is one that you don't spike, right? This is one you don't throw to your teammate and let them celebrate. This is one you keep for yourself, take it over to the equipment staff, and have them mark it up, put it away, and then you get it later on, and as you said, mount it in your trophy case. Fantastic. Hopefully the first of many.
Elsewhere, a third-quarter score, and the Eagles have moved out ahead in that one. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working.
But it was stopped on that play. We had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
Final minute now of the third quarter. To throw is Wilson. Looking to throw on second down. And that's off the mark, incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for. And it's third down.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions maybe in the back of his mind. Here's Wilson to throw. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Now they'll run with Lewis. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Foxborough. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. This is Lewis. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Now Lewis. He's to the 10, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Dion Lewis, a 21-yard touchdown run. And the Pats take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start. At the 21-yard line. They'll start here with a give to Mixon. And nice yardage right off the bat here as he's up to about the 24-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. Wilson now off the bootleg. Complete to the right side. It's Eifert. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
And he's got Lockett. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Mixon, and he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
And that's another stop for the defense, something we've seen all game long. They have been on fire today. No matter what's called by the offense, they've had an answer for it.
Now Wilson to throw on 2nd down. Flushed out right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 41. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. Now a carry for Lorenzo Taliaferro. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Kind of running there at your own risk against that 4-3 and that big line, aren't you?
Yeah, and I don't really run it against a good 4-3 team that well because I've got to get those guys on the move a little bit. If you're a static running team, meaning you just want to run it in the middle, you may have some trouble against good defensive tackles. That's what we just saw on that play. No gain.
It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. New England on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. The first throw here for the backup Garoppolo. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Carlos Dunlap with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7. The Patriots send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Oh, boy, he fielded it right on the goal line. Tyler Lockett. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Tyler Lockett taking it goal line to goal line, 100 yards. And it's for pride now, but the Bengals get a bit closer. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
The
leverage. Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. So what will they do? On the ground, through the air, let's see. 2nd and 9. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll go option on 2nd down, right side. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. New England on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carlos Dunlap. He's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter, standing just outside his own goal line. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Returnable for Lockett. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here, and sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Boy, and now they can't even get a playoff. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So the incomplete pass brings up second down. Wilson going to throw again. He finds Ross right side. It's complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. On third down, Wilson. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards on the play. Offense comes to the line now, first and 10. To throw again is Wilson. Over the middle, that's caught by Ross. And he'll be knocked down sideways. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Boy, another example there of how you've just got to be fearless to go over the middle in this league.
No doubt about it. And if you want to be known as a Pro Bowl type of a receiver, if you want to get to the Hall of Fame, you have to make a good number of catches in that area. And how about the hit he took from the linebacker? That's where you really make it, because a lot of times that hit is coming from behind you, from over the top by a safety. In this case, it may well come from underneath with the linebacker dropping out from the middle.
And they do stop him, but he takes it all the way to the 2. And a nice gain of 21 yards. First and goal here from the 2. Time for a break. This one all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. They come out here in the eye. They'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Lee Smith taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And the lead is down to 24. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels, because every team has a goal when they start to use. To win at home. All right, and sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages. It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push them back more. Brady going to throw here. And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 36. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
This is such a good read defensively. They know that this offense is going to try to get the ball to their playmaker in space. So what do? They crowd him and send bodies at him. And this one winds up being intercepted.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. After the interception, here's Wilson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
Around the NFL, they're in the fourth now in Green Bay. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. A win would be their first of the young season. And on 2nd and 10 now. Wilson now to throw again. And he's got his man on the out route. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run, because we envision them in offenses, catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Derek Rivers able to disrupt yet another pass play. His third sack of the afternoon. Now Wilson on 2nd down. This complete to Lockett. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
On 3rd and 1, Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there, because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. The decision to go for it pays off, and now they're set up 1st and goal. Wilson will throw again. The quick slant caught. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
What terrifies defenses when they see slant routes thrown is that the receiver is on the move, and oftentimes he catches it and gets upfield. Does a really nice job rallying to him and stopping him for a minimal gain.
And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
They begin the drive on the ground. It's White. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
And, partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year.